Hi everyone, my name is Tori Ross, and this is my FLES thematic unit plan. So my thematic unit plan is on the house and the home, or la casa, and in my unit plan we cover various certain things in Spanish, such as different vocabulary on the house, such as the kitchen is la cocina, the bedroom is el cuarto, the garage is el garaje, and different parts of the house like that. We also cover different vocabulary: the bed, la cama, the table, la mesa, the microwave, microondas, different words like that to identify different parts of the house. We'll also discuss different content relating to houses, such as famous historical houses, how houses are built, and other things in that nature. So my first lesson is, what are the parts of the house? So this lesson would really be teaching the background knowledge on how to express and know different parts of the house. Again, the kitchen, la cocina, the garage, el garaje, el sótano, the basement, living room, el salón, the couch, el sofá, la cama, the bed, just different things like that to get students aware of the different parts of the house and how to identify different parts of the house. And ultimately students would quiz each other on the different parts of the house, asking them to identify what room is the la cocina, and they would have to point to the kitchen. So different things like that, just to teach mainly the vocabulary in order to move forward into different lessons. So my second lesson would be how Spanish houses are made depending on the geography. So different houses, depending on where different people live, are made of different materials. Some Spanish houses are made of clay, some are made of brick, some are made of wood and look just like the houses that we live in today. Some people live in apartments, so it really just focuses on learning how different houses are made, and again identifying the different parts of these houses because their layouts may be different. Their living room might also function as their bedroom and vice versa, so just learning different parts like that. The third lesson is, how can I build a house? So then in this lesson students would draw their own house and label the different rooms, again incorporating some art and vocabulary into that as well. And in the end students would also go through magazines and they would get a budget from different currencies, whether they have pesos, pesetas, American dollars, euros, and they would have to go in to these magazines and buy different furniture for the house and label that furniture as well, and then explain what their house has and why. So lesson 4 covers what are some famous Spanish houses. Below on the left we have Casa Mila. In Spain it's also called La Pedrera, which means the quarry. And then on the right we have Casa Batlló, which is also in Spain. Both are in Barcelona, located right across from each other, right across the street. And they are two very famous houses and have a lot of historical significance. So students would almost go on a virtual field trip with this lesson and see the different parts of the house and learn the historical significance, because Casa Batlló is a metaphor for the story of St. George and the Dragon, whereas Casa Mila is meant to imitate the ocean and the roof with the Knights Templar and other religious things. So just learning about that historical significance. And then our last lesson would be, how is my home similar or different from Spanish houses? This would be a compare and contrast activity. Students would use all the information they've learned from the past few days to compare their own house to a Spanish house that they've learned about. It could be the famous houses that they learned about, or it could be just a house that they've learned in general. And they would write 3 sentences, a sentence about their home, a sentence about the other home, and a sentence comparing both. So it would be a great way to compare and contrast the content they've learned. And that is my FLES thematic unit. And thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.